Mr. Chancellor, all is now in readiness for the 2024 Marian University's Ancilla College Commencement Program to begin.
Good evening, and thank you to each of you for joining us today. I extend a special congratulations to each member of the class of 2024 for this important milestone in your lives. As an alumna of Marian University, allow me to be the first to welcome you into the Marian alumni family. You are now a lifelong member of a strong network of transformational leaders that spans across Indiana, the nation, and even the globe. We cannot wait to see the profound difference that you're going to make in this great community and farther beyond that. Let me be the first to applaud you. I am pleased to introduce Sister Shirley Bell from the Poor Handmaids of Jesus Christ to lead us in prayer. Please join the graduates and the platform party and remain standing.
Loving and Creator God, source of all being, we give you thanks for all our Marian University and Ancilla College graduates and degree recipients celebrating this day. We ask your blessing, O God, and continued guidance on each graduate as they embark on their next journey in life. Give them your wisdom and grace to use the education they've received and share their gifts with others, especially those in greatest need. We thank you, O God, for the ongoing opportunity to learn and grow, weaving your truth into our lives so that all of us embrace the beauty of diversity that exists on our earth. May this too continue to be a lifelong journey for each of us gathered here. We invoke your saints, Mary, the Mother of God, Saint Francis of Assisi, and Saint Katharina Casper, that as each of them listen to the voice of God within, each degree recipient may also discern the dreams held in their hearts and to continue to live them out with great faith, hope, and love. And we ask all of this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Sister Shirley, thank you for leading us in prayer and to begin our blessed occasion. I'm Dr. Natalie Tucker. I'm the Vice President and Academic Dean of Marian University Ancilla College. Please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be played by our organist, Andrew Jennings. Do we have a flag somewhere? At this time, I would like to invite all veterans of the military to stand. Thank you for your unwavering commitment. You may have a seat. Your unwavering commitment and dedication to the highest ideals of service that inspire us all to embark on our own journey. So veterans, will you please take a moment and stand? I could honor you. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Welcome to Marian University Ancilla College's 2024 commencement ceremony. As we begin to celebrate our graduates and distinguished guests, please allow me to introduce some members of Marian University's Board of Trustees. Please stand and remain standing when your name is called. Denise Frazier, John Hart, Linda Hicks, Sister Joetta Hosman, Sister Joan Miller, and Toby McClamroach. In addition, I'd like to introduce members of our Board of Visitors that could be here with us today. Would you also please stand and remain standing? Sister Nkechi Nawuha, Stan Blackie, thank you. And then finally, I would like to introduce a few leaders from the Indianapolis campus that are with us as well. Dr. Kenneth Britt, who is our Chief Operating Officer and Chancellor of the Indianapolis campus, and Sister Mary Beth Giannoli, our Vice President of Mission and Integration. Thank you. Thank you for your vision and your commitment to excellence in higher education and making an impact on our community. Please provide them with a round of applause. Congratulations to our guest of honor and our amazing graduates. You have put forth a tremendous amount of effort to get to this point, and we cannot tell you how much we admire your perseverance and hard work. Thank you for the mark you have made as a member of this campus. Nothing great happens without tremendous effort and also a great supporting cast. A strong team working in small ways and large to help us reach our goals. So I especially want to thank all of you that have joined us here today, the parents, family members, friends that have supported our graduates along the way. Will you please provide your families and support with a round of applause? Thank you. My journey may not be all too different from many of yours. I'm a first-generation college student myself. I'm the oldest of 4 children from a farm family. I went to college on student loans, Pell Grants, and I spent a lot of time in work-study jobs, and actually worked multiple jobs to go through college. But in college is where I found my passion, my talents, my work ethic, my strength, and my determination. I attended Purdue for actually 14 years, yes, 14. Part of that was a traditional undergrad. The other years were spent working on a master's and doctorate as I worked full-time as a single mother. My time while I was in college taxed me in many ways, but I had 2 dreams in life. One was to be a mom, and the other was to earn a PhD. So like many of you, I was the first to go to college. I was the first to have an internship. I was the first to leave the country and study abroad. I was the first to support myself, and I was also the first to walk across the stage, like many of you today. I know your pride. I know your dedication. I know many pieces of your experiences. I've shared them with you. MUAC is part of that journey today, but it doesn't end here. My hope is that you will take your education, your personal growth, your faith into the next steps that you take. I hope you contribute to society, find purpose, use those amazing talents, skills, and abilities that each one of you possesses. That we so badly need you to be. Lead with faith, love, empathy, compassion, and humility. At this time, I would like to introduce our student speaker. Peter, Jeffrey, Kenny, and our commencement speaker, Mayor Mark Sentner, will be joining the stage here shortly. Peter is a Culver native and is graduating with a degree in business and information technology. He's also part of the bowling team. Our commencement speaker who will follow Peter is Mark Center. He is our former mayor, and he's a friend to all and has made a significant, long-lasting impact on our community and country. It is a blessing to receive words of wisdom and inspiration from such a valued leader in our community. It is my great honor to introduce Peter.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, first of all, it's a great honor to be speaking today. The Greek philosopher Heraclitus once said, "The only constant in life is change." I think that statement has certainly held true for the students here at Ancilla College. Coming out of high school, I and most students had never done college-level classes before. We walked onto campus unsure of how easy or difficult it would be. Many people on the bowling team, myself included, had never done college-level classes before. Had never played competitive or college-level sports before. Some people had to adjust to living in the dorms and not seeing their families as often. Some people even came from other countries, but we adjusted because it was worth it. Some people were so dedicated to their sports that they stayed on campus through much of Christmas break, just to be ready for their games and to keep practicing. Some people had to get through nursing or chemistry classes while playing sports and keeping their grades up, just to stay in their programs and keep playing their sports. We've faced many unique challenges as students in today's world. Going back to in-person classes after COVID-19 through much of high school, working the food stands at Notre Dame games for long hours on fall Saturdays to fund our teams when we would have preferred being home or relaxing. Getting through a bad game when everyone's getting tired and frustrated. Trying to get back from an injury. Long bus rides to and from matches. And of course, the uncertainty of going into the workforce in 2024 with everything changing at a record pace and AI threatening careers. Even beyond the current struggles, there have been many concerns for the future. Unreasonable expectations from people on social media thinking you need to be in the top 1% to succeed. The steady climb of inflation and threat of not even being able to afford a house. Stagnating wages and pages of requirements for entry-level jobs. These are just some of the challenges that we face today as college students and graduates. But we made it this far, and if we can face the challenges of yesterday, we can face the challenges of tomorrow. Many people don't know that Marian University's Ancilla College used to be called Ancilla Domini College before it was acquired by Marian, getting its name from the poor handmaids of Jesus Christ who founded it. Ancilla Domini is a reference to when Mary said in some translations, "Behold, I am the handmaiden of the Lord." In many ways, the sisters are not the only ones who live up to the title of poor handmaids. The faculty and staff are truly deserving of the title. Many professors could have taught at other colleges, but they wanted to help the students here. They could have climbed the corporate ladder, but they knew that they could make a difference and allow their students to climb. They stood back and held the ladder for us. The professors are the ones who help direct the students down their path in life and can have a huge impact on their future and their careers. In a constantly changing world, they act as anchors of knowledge and wisdom with their years of experience and valuable perspectives to keep students from getting washed away in the chaos of today's world. So what is our mission as Ancilla graduates? How can we move forward, whether we go on to a four-year school or begin building the foundations of our lifelong careers? How can we continue to do our best, just like we did at Marian University's Ancilla College? I think if nothing else, we should all learn from our time here to pass on the spirit of serving others and gratitude for all that they've done and taught us. As St. Francis of Assisi said, for it is in giving that we receive. Congratulations, class of 2024. We should all be proud of and thankful for this accomplishment.
I need bigger font. Marian University President Daniel Elsner, Vice President Dr. Natalie Tucker, the Marian University Board of Trustees, the Ancilla College Board of Visitors, the poor handmaids of Jesus Christ, but most importantly, the graduates of Marian University's Ancilla College. First of all, thank you for this honor. It truly was, I was blown away by it, so thank you. I want to thank President Elsner and his board and staff for seeing the bright light in Marshall County and bringing Ancilla College into the Marian University sphere of education. No, Ancilla is not in the city limits of Plymouth, but it has educated thousands of local and Midwestern high school graduates over the years. And what you have done here is truly remarkable. Thank you. When I received the letter in January that Marian University Ancilla College wanted me to give the address to the students, it very well could have been April 1st, and a fool to go with it. I think I said out loud to my assistant, Ancilla College graduate Laura Mann, right here, am I worthy of this? I have an associate's degree, for crying out loud, and an honorary doctorate 48 years later? Seriously? I read the letter that I received from Dr. Elsner to my lunch buddies. They were astounded. My lunch buddies include my loyal city attorney over here, Sean Cerisi, Gibson Insurance Executive Mike Miley, former CEO of Johnson Danielson Funeral Home, Randy Danielson, and the Marshall County Prosecutor, Nelson Chipman. We meet nearly every day for lunch, and we have a way of keeping each other grounded. So I read this letter to them, and they were astounded as I was. And Mr. Chipman, the foremost law enforcement officer in the county, said to me, "Dr. Center, do you realize you're eating a corn dog right now?" Within the bunch that brought the house down, and I just thought I'd have to share that with you too. But as I thought about it, I realized that I might be able to make an impact just by discussing and speaking about getting involved in your community. That is why I'm here tonight, and hopefully I can make a statement about volunteerism and going a step beyond your normal routines. First of all, mayors love volunteers. Let me repeat that. Mayors love volunteers. My 10th day in office in January of 2008, our beautiful city along the banks of the mighty Yellow River was besieged by a flood. The worst part of this were 11 homes on Garrow Street and River Street, which also included 2 abandoned storefronts and a small strip mall on, ironically, Water Street. The river itself was just east of this and rose to the height of nearly 16 feet above its norm. I immediately got together with my department heads and began planning on how we can serve and save some of the victims of the flood. Now, a reminder, this is my 10th day in office. I barely knew my department heads. I contacted the Plymouth Fire Department, who at the time had 12 full-time members and 35 volunteer firefighters. The Plymouth Police Department was involved, as well as the Marshall County Sheriff's Department and my alma mater, the Indiana State Police. It was a flurried action. and all were more than happy to assist us in helping the citizens of Plymouth. Later, the Federal Emergency Management Authority purchased those homes, and we were able to excavate those old buildings. Today stands River Park Square, a brand new downtown park that we cut the ribbon for in 2014. Fast forward 10 years, March of 2018, a bigger flood, but this one was citywide. Anywhere and everywhere we had water. The old folks always talked about the flood of 1954 and how bad that was. Well, guess what? We kicked their booty by 6 inches. But the most important thing is the volunteers, again, hundreds of them, that came out and filled sandbags, took surveys, assisted homeowners, and found temporary residences for those affected by the rising waters. Groups from other states and communities knew of our plight and drove to Plymouth to help. Some homes were beyond repair, and again, FEMA came in and assisted the homeowners by purchasing their homes and finding new ones for them. I had a local restaurant owner that gave me 10 $50 gift cards to assist those families that were struggling. Take that extra step. Volunteer, whether it's being a scout leader or assisting a food bank, such as ours here in Plymouth, the Bread of Life or the Neighborhood Center. Your local library or museum, a volunteer coach in basketball or softball. Be a part of the 4-H or other service projects to help your community. In Marshall County, a county of 48,000, we have 249 non-for-profit organizations. Imagine if you ended up in Indianapolis or Fort Wayne or Lake County and the number of non-for-profits that they would have that you could serve. Get involved, do something extra, take that next step and help your city and your county and your community. The City of Plymouth has 9 boards and a total of 46 volunteer members. They come to monthly meetings and make positive decisions for the city's future. They do not get paid a dime. What they do get is a thank you from the mayor and the city council and a Christmas ornament every December. Imagine how you can help your community in a larger setting. Sherry Anderson once said, volunteers don't get paid not because they're worthless, but because they're priceless. That's a starting point. Everyone has a starting point. 19th century essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, every artist was once an amateur. Every artist was once an amateur. Every diamond was once a chunk of coal. Every Tyrese Halliburton was playing third grade basketball in elementary school. Every Taylor Swift was a 12-year-old singing in front of the mirror. Every president of the United States was once a 20-year-old with 1,000 questions of, where do I go from here? You can do anything you want. I'm going to repeat that. You can do anything you want. You're college graduates. We've seen firsthand that the job market these days is not what it was this time a year ago or 10 years ago. But with this piece of paper in your hand will improve your lot immensely. Author George Will once said, the future has a way of arriving unannounced. Ladies and gentlemen, the future is knocking on your door. Take your time, enjoy this weekend with your friends and family, and open the door to a wide world of options and opportunities. I congratulate each and every one of you and wish you the best of God's blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, for sharing those wonderful and inspiring words. I now have the pleasure of awarding our honorary degrees along with Dr. Britt, our Chancellor and Chief Operating Officer. Honorary degrees have become an important means for colleges and universities dedicated to ideals of higher education to recognize leaders who have lived their lives of distinguished service to humanity through their given calling and profession. It is in honoring the recipients of with these honorary degrees that institutions of higher learning illuminate the value and the aspirations of universities, especially ones such as Marian University, that seek to prepare transformative leaders to provide service to the world. The practice of awarding honorary degrees actually dates back to the 12th century, when popes and emperors exercised that privilege to honor great people. The conferring of honorary degrees obviously is no longer limited to dignitaries such as popes and emperors. However, the rationale for the honor is no less important today than it was 8 centuries ago. The honorary degree recipient has earned this recognition by dedicating many years of service to society, to the arts, to a profession, and to an ideal. The candidates receiving honorary degrees today from Marian University exemplify the finest of these persons dedicated to the broad range of human aspirations and service. As I now present the candidate for his honorary degree, Denise Frazier, Chair of the Board of Trustees, and Cynthia Cawthorn, Master of Ceremonies, will escort the candidates to the center of the stage. Mark Center, recipient of Doctorate of Public Service. Mark Center served as mayor of Plymouth, Indiana, the crossroads of northern Indiana and the county seat of Marshall County, from 2007 to 2023. Prior to his time as mayor, Mayor Center grew up in northwest side of Indianapolis. After college, he was hired as an Indiana State Police trooper and then was promoted to detective. He served 28 years working out of South Bend and Bremen, Indiana Post. Mayor Centner's civic engagements include involvement in the Washington Elementary PTO, Culver's Maxintecky Players Civic Theater, and many years of service with the Boy Scouts of America and the Eagle Scout Crossroads of America. Mayor Centner's work has been recognized by Governor Eric Holcomb with the Sagamore and the Wabash Award, and the City of Plymouth renamed their bandshell at Rivers Park Square to Center Stage. Mayor Center is proud to have earned an Associate's in Science and Criminal Justice from Vincennes in May of 1976. Marian University recognizes Mark W. Center by bestowing upon him the Doctorate of Public Service.
Mark Center, by the virtue of the power entrusted by the Marian University Board of Trustees, the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service is conferred on you with all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, Dr. Center.
Sister Shirley Bell. She is our recipient of a Doctorate of Education. Sister Shirley Bell is currently the Provincial of the Poor Handmaids of Jesus Christ here at Ancilla Domini Chapel at the Center of Donelson. Prior to her time as Provincial, Sister Shirley served 6 years on the general leadership team for the International Congregation of the Poor Handmaids at their founding location in Germany. Trained as a nurse, she served in hospitals owned by the Poor Handmaids, ministering in emergency nursing and staff education. For 6 years, she directed the studies and spiritual program for men and women in information for religious life and served as a Poor Handmaid novice director. Sister Shirley's civic engagement includes involvement with Rotary International, the Red Cross, Catholic Relief Services, and Matthew 25 Clinic in Fort Wayne. She's proud to have earned an associate's degree from Ancilla College, followed by her Bachelor of Science in Nursing from DePaul University and a Master's in Pastoral Studies from Loyola University.
Sister Shirley Bell, by the virtue of the power entrusted by the Marian University Board of Trustees, the honorary degree of Doctor of Education is conferred on you with all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, Dr. Sister Shirley Bell.
David and Virginia Gibson, recipients of Doctor of Education. David Gibson serves as a chairman emeritus of the Gibson Insurance Group, one of the top 100 insurance brokers in the nation. Retired from Gibson since 2008, he continues to be a leader in civic and community affairs, actively serving in the investment committees of Marshall County Community Foundation and the Poor Handmaids of Jesus Christ. He has been a board member of the East Shore Sewer District, the Culver Club of Culver, and oversees the Gibson Foundation, which has provided more than $1 million in scholarships and support to area organizations. Gibson is proud to have earned his bachelor's and master's degree from Indiana University. Jenny, Virginia Gibson, has served as a teacher and a philanthropist. Active in fundraising, she joined the Marshall County Community Foundation as a board member. Jenny's civic engagement has included leadership roles with Tri Kappa Chapter, Webster School PTA, Plymouth Daycare Center Board, the Culver Historical Society, and in various service roles at St. Thomas Episcopal Church, which she is a member. Gibson is proud to have earned her bachelor's and master's degree in education from Indiana University.
David and Virginia Gibson, by virtue of the power entrusted by the Marian University Board of Trustees, the honorary degree of Doctors of Philanthropy is conferred on you with all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, Dr. David and Jenny Gibson.
We are at the moment in this wonderful ceremony where we are going to confer diplomas to our graduates. The graduates who will be coming across the stage in just a few moments are a wide range of individuals. They have earned the right and honor to possess a degree from Marian University. The essence of today's ceremony is to celebrate the combined outstanding work of our faculty, staff, and administration working with those students as teachers, mentors, coaches, and helpers in their pursuit of earning this degree from this university. Marian University's legacy of providing an education that profoundly transforms lives, society, and the world is finally only possible because of the knowledge, love, skill, and faith of our faculty and staff. Considering their contributions to these graduates, I would like the faculty and staff to stand so we can give them a responding applause. Please stand. Thank you. To ensure that each graduate has their proper recognition, the honor and dignity of the ceremony, we request that the audience withhold their applause until all degrees have been awarded. Our graduates are going to be introduced by Professor Chris Fadoulis. Will the graduates for all degrees please stand? Dr. Britt, the candidates standing before you and whose names appear on the printed program are eligible to receive the Marian University Associate degree based upon the certification of the registrar, that all degree requirements have been met, and the diploma reads as follows. Be it known to all to whom these present shall come that the Board of Trustees of Marian University, on the recommendation of the faculty, has conferred upon these candidates they have earned a degree with all rights, privileges, and honors, everywhere pertaining to that degree given at Plymouth, Indiana, this third day of May 2024, and signed Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Marian University President, and the Executive Vice President and Provost. I am pleased to now present the candidates in order that you may confer upon their degrees. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, Marian University will now confer upon each of these members of the class of 2024 the degree as specified. The listing of degree candidates in the program includes those who graduated in December of 2023, May of 2024, and those who complete in August of 2024. They will all receive recognition and congratulations from you today. Will the first row of graduates file into the left wing, and remaining rows, please be seated.
Graduates for associate's degrees will be presented by program and specialty. We will now begin the presentation of candidates. Associate of Applied Science, Harmony Gadich. Mariana Hijasek Corsez. Ashley Michelle Kelly. Sarah Elizabeth Kim. Christina Nelson. Carson Emerald Pitch. Haley Margaret Schott. Lillian Jo Zeidler. Associate in Arts, Brian Chavero Ortega. Caitlin Elizabeth Schlatter. Andrea Michelle Alvarado. Kyla Christine Armstrong. Samantha K. Benninghoff. Christian James Conder. Samaria Freeman. Reagan Watkins. Abigail Lee Cutler. Maximilian Colby Konzinski. Aaron M. Stacy. Aaron Lamont Clark. Erica Lorraine Roberts. Associate in Science, Connor Jacob Boone. Maya Celeste Donovan. Julia Kinney. Haley Lynn Lesperance. Mackenzie Ray Matthews. Jacob Pongalani. Isabel R. Freeman. Hannah Woods. Clayton Scott Bubash. Jonaveth A. Gonzalez. Peter Jeffrey Kenny. Antonio Alexander. Tyler M. Bumbalo. Grace Olivia K. Louise Seigan. Nolan Charles Green. Mateo Lindia. James Leonard Riddle III. Audrey Deanne Schmidt. Hunter James Smith. Bryce Alan Taberski. Olivia Ann Williams. DeAndre Coleman, Jr. Roxy Joe Ferg. Kenan L. Kemp. Dylan Joseph Pohl. Cade Matthew Riley. Austin Here. Benjamin James Jones IV. Nathan Marshman. Noah Reed Reisner. Cameron Ann Buchert. Lincoln Parrish. Lauren Nicole Swain. Dariana Miracle Woodson.
Now please join me in recognizing all the graduates. Graduates, please stand. Thank you. Now, graduates, please remain standing. To our graduates, you have invested in the regala that signifies your degree, and you have received the degree in the ceremony today. You may now move your tassel to the left front of your cap. Ladies and and gentlemen, I present to you the associate graduates of class of 2024. Thank you, graduates, and congratulations. Please be seated. Dr. Britt, the conferring of degrees has been completed.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Tucker. Yeah, this is our third commencement ceremony for Marian University Ancilla College, and I'm just so thrilled to be here. It is such a joy. Every year we come up here and see this standing room only for you, for the graduates who have worked so hard to get where you are today. How do you feel? Pretty good? Tired? You've been getting ready to pass out? You're a little hot? Okay, breathe. Okay. We are so grateful that you've chosen to be here at Marian University Ancilla College, and I wish you certainly the best. And as Mayor Center said, you can do anything you want in this world. And I would put an asterisk on that, as you can do anything you want, as long as you come down to Marian University, to our main campus, to transition into our four-year programs. I would like to recognize one more group that is extremely important for this legacy, the poor handmaids of Jesus Christ, for how hard they've worked, for their vision, for their courage, their continued commitment. Without the poor handmaids of Jesus Christ, we would not be here today. So if you would mind, please join me in thanking their selfless efforts. You know, one of my favorite values for the poor handmaids of Jesus Christ is community. And it's one of the things that you heard your student speaker talk about. It's one of the things that you heard the commencement speaker talk about today. You are part of a community. You're part of a Marian University Ancilla College community. Graduates that have come here from 1937 all the way up through today and will continue on. You're also part of a Marian University community, part of a larger community of roughly 6,000 total students from associate's degrees all the way up through medical school. We'll have 2 more graduation ceremonies this weekend, and you're among that group of approximately 1,000 graduates this year. Speaking of graduates, you're part of an alumni community who have more than 20,000 alumni across the world. You are now part of that esteemed group. Speaking of community, as the mayor said, it is an opportunity for you to go out and to serve. And that's what Marian University graduates do. That's what the Franciscan Sisters of Oldenburg taught us. That's what the poor handmaids of Jesus Christ taught us. That's what your faculty and staff taught us. And today, you are part of that group who will be the beacon of hope for the world that desperately needs you. Congratulations again to the class of 2024. I will now ask Sister Mary Beth Gianoli to please come forward for the final blessing and commissioning of our graduates, followed by the benediction. Following the concluding prayer, we request that the guests please remain seated while waiting for the recessional to begin.
Good evening. I'm Sister Mary Beth Gianoli, a sister of St. Francis from Oldenburg, Indiana. I'm a first-generation college student and a 1978 graduate of Marian College at the time. It's now university. I currently serve as Vice President for Mission Integration on the Indianapolis campus. On behalf of my congregation, the Sisters of St. Francis from Oldenburg, as well as the members of the Poor Handmaids of Jesus Christ in Donaldson, I want to extend our congratulations to you on this amazing accomplishment. You have reached a goal, and that is a cause for celebration. I hope you are all proud of what you have done and all that you have learned. Earlier in the ceremony, right after you received your diploma, I handed you a small San Damiano cross. You've probably noticed that symbol around campus and might know why this is an important symbol to us, but I'm going to refresh your memory and tell all of our guests who might not know. This icon is important to us as a Franciscan institution because this is the cross that St. Francis was praying in front of when he heard his call to rebuild my church. Francis thought this was an easy task. He thought, I'll just go gather stones and I'll fix this building. And he started doing that. He did that for about 3 churches, and then all of a sudden it dawned on him that that was not his call. He was not called to be a construction worker. He was called to help the people of God follow the gospel more closely. And then he realized that that wasn't such an easy task. But he did it anyway. We believe that we all have a call. We all have a vocation. We are all called to make a difference in our world. When we presented you with this San Damiano cross, we gave it to you to serve as an example, a reminder of your call. We pray that you will always be open to hearing the call, your vocation, to be of service to the world. Like Francis, you might discover that that call changes over time, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep listening, to show up, to do something, to be of service to your world, your community. And remember that you will remain in our prayers, the prayers of the entire Marian community, the prayers of the Sisters of St. Francis, the prayers of the poor handmaids of Jesus Christ, every day as you continue to rebuild the church and make a difference in the world. So now that you have been called, let us close in prayer. Remembering that we are in the presence of God and God is always in our presence. Let us pause for a moment to remember all those who are celebrating today, all of our graduates, all of their loved ones, the MUAC faculty and staff, and all who are not able to be here today but are holding you in their hearts. Let us also hold in our hearts those who are struggling with violence or lack of resources, as well as those who are dealing with mental and physical illnesses. I offer this blessing for each of us in our Marian community. May God bless us with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that we may live deep within our hearts. May God bless us with justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless us with tears to shed for those who suffer, so that we may reach out our hands and our hearts to offer them comfort and hope. And may God bless us with enough foolishness to believe that we can make a difference in our world, so that we can do what others claim cannot be done, to bring justice and kindness to all peoples and our planet. Amen.